Help support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J. I will say that we do have our next guest here already. Hello, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having us. And I'm Julian, co-founder of Publidata. We are not based in Miami, but we are based in Paris, France. We develop a software as a service platform, which is tailored for local governments. So we help public servants to deliver better information to residents. So as you may know, like in France, there are many administrative layers, but the same thing everywhere. In countries, there are a lot of layers, many municipalities, counties, federal level, plenty of like local governments are liable for many services to residents. So we help them to get a single back office to streamline the information to Google, to their website, to mobile application, to chatbot, to open data. So instead of having plenty of back office to manage for instance, the opening hours of the swimming pool or the gymnasium or this event which occurs in the town, they get a single back office and they can streamline this information automatically to everywhere, to every tool, every digital tool they can build. So we're actually production because we are existing for 3 years already. We serve 2.6 million people in France. We are already ready to go international to scale to other European countries and maybe to North America. We work with very large local governments like metropolis, local governments over 500,000 people also. So very complex and very cumbersome organizations. And I can make a focus on what is the outcome actually for the citizen. Actually, we address every area of services like road management, waste management, sport facilities, tourism, like economic and business development. It can be like any aspect of the city management. But for instance, for waste management, which is very cumbersome, like organization is very complex. There are many services. When residents in France, or it's the same actually in US, when they're looking for this kind of information, they go on the city council website and they try to get the correct PDF document to download to get the schedule, to figure out what service is good for them, what is the day, is the bank holidays, is it working or not. So instead of all this legacy system, we just come with an infrastructure of information which will allow public servants to manage the information accurately, digitally also. Instead of documents, they manage the information in a nice back office. And our service is API web service based, so we are able to shoot actually to streamline the information to a chatbot, to a mobile app, to a website. We can generate also documents on the fly, and we aim to actually to provide out of the box little web application which are embeddable in any existing mobile app, where like the resident will only just geolocate, enter his postal address, where does he live, and he will get all the service which are related to his address only.
Got it.
So it's like real time. You will be soon able to see like the little truck moving on the map to go to get your garbage. You can figure out where to put what. You get real time notifications. So actually, it's like the government, local government of the future we are building actually.
That's fantastic. Now, as you were talking, two things were happening in my head. The first is the show Parks and Rec. There was an episode where they had a thing called Eric that did a little bit of this, and it amazed everybody because it's so uncommon. Because communication with the government is usually a bit of a disaster, and so, and then in the late 90s during the dot-com bubble, just as the bubble was about to burst, there was a company whose name I can't think of right now who tried to build something, but they were a dot-com.
Yeah,
They were a dot-com
maybe
bubble
they are not
company.
succeed. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they were the feature of a documentary that was supposed to be about, you know, dot-com success, and it ended up being about a dot-com failure.
See,
Because they never got anybody to buy into it. And that was right. That's the big difference. You've got 2.6 million residents covered by this already before
yeah.
you're trying to expand outside of your circle, which is a much better.
Yeah.
I think a lot of companies learned from the dot-com bust.
Actually, like local governments are like a specific kind of organization. You need to have their mindset. They are not necessarily selling, they are not commercial, they're providing like services to residents, to everybody. So everybody is a target. Actually, basically, there is no specific target. They are like providing service to everybody, and they have a specific mindset. You need to fit into this, and you are also, as a company, you need to have this mindset yourself.
Yeah.
You need to want to deliver better service to every resident, to be inclusive, to think about like senior people, like disabled people will just use your products. So it's very important. And at Publidata, we also think that tools like an application and so on are can be obsolete. They can appear and disappear very fast. Like it's a trend. Like chatbot maybe will be hype and then will just collapse, and then it will be voice and so on. But the service and the information remains. So we are building today a mobile application and web applications. Tomorrow it will be voice. But like we are making local governments ready for this transformation. So we are like building like the infrastructure, information infrastructure for this. Then like interaction can be any device. You can talk to your fridge, to your car. You can just use Messenger, or you can just use an application on a website. So it makes no difference. But the service and the information need to be consistent.
Sure. Yeah, and you know, another big difference, of course, is and we talk about this on our startup shows all the time, is the difference between the mindset of building a thing because you're trying to make money or get investors or whatever, and building a thing because you want to fix something. And you have gone out and set out to build this to fix something, in this case the communication between the government and the residents, which I think is a really noble thing to go after.
Actually, we are a bootstrapped company. We have not nice. VC or business angels. We have build the product directly with local governments, which trusted us, and we built the offer, and we just got more local governments who want to work with us. And now, like, this is a little bit like the specificity of CES news announcement for us. We are launching a new offer with like industrial and smart city operators, which is Veolia, which is actually a French company, but they are the world leader in waste management and water management all around the world. Okay. And they are aiming to be the leaders in resources management optimization. So yeah, it's a huge market. They are working everywhere, and we are now launching a new offer with them to just like to build what I just described you, a new interface, a new communication with residents.
That's fantastic, and I like that you've bootstrapped, because that means that you're still in charge, and you can still build your vision, not your vision plus what your investors are hoping you will do as well.
Exactly.
Very cool. How long has this been in development?
We exist for 3 years already. We are a team of 10 people. Everything is made in-house, design, development, everything. We have not outsourced any of our components and our solutions. And yeah, we are based in Paris, like I said previously.
Very cool. It sounds like a great service. I would love to see it in action at some point here locally. Maybe we'll be able to
Yeah.
convince our local area to jump on
Yes.
board. If people want more information, maybe you've got somebody who's a local government official who is interested in implementing this. How can
Yeah,
they
sure.
find out more?
Actually, you type publidata.io at the end, and you will find out our website. And on this, you can reach us out. There is like a chat. There is like contact form. There's also a use case with client testimonials in English, translated everything. So you can find out more about how our products are used and what they look like actually.
Very cool. Well, I really do appreciate you coming on and talking to me today, and letting our audience know about what you're up to, because this is a really I'm a big proponent of doing things to minimize and make easy government functions. So
Yeah.
when I saw your name show up, I think it was either in an email or in the app, I was like, yes, I have got to talk to these people.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on, and hopefully CES will be a success for you.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good one. I hope you enjoyed that interview, and if you did, make sure you check out some of the more than 100 interviews we conducted during the virtual CES 2021 coverage. And of course, subscribe here on YouTube, hit the notification bell to learn when we post new content and when we go live.